guys, so today is going to be a requested video on why I quit my job. There has been a lot going on in the past 2 weeks that I quit my job. I was not going to post this video, but since people can't shut their mouths or they can't tell the truth about what happened, I will tell the truth about what happened, okay? So basically, I am not going to name the place because the Lord knows this bitch would try to sue me because that's the kind of person she is. So I will not name the place, and please do not name the place in the comments because I will just delete it because I ain't trying to get sued. So my mom's a legal secretary. She's like, you can't get in trouble if you don't say the name of the place or tell false information, so I'm going to be just speaking the truth about what happened. I was working at a waxing place. I disliked it very much just because our waxes were like really cheap. Like, I worked in Boston and they were the cheapest in Boston pretty much. Like, they were really cheap, and along with that comes a lot of cheap people. No offense to people who are trying to save money, like, I know the struggle is real, but like when you're working at a place where they're charging half the normal price of a Brazilian, you shouldn't be expecting to make a ton of money. 3% commission, okay? 3% commission off services, so that's $1.50 per Brazilian for me. And do you know how many Brazilians I did a day? Probably in the range from 10 to 15 a day. That was like a lucky day. And nothing's wrong with that. Like, I guess I went into this job thinking it was going to be a ton of brows. It was going to be Brazilians, but not as much. Like, this place was 90%, 90 at least percent Brazilians, bikini fulls, fucking bikini lines. It's just like, no, I do not want to see that many assholes or fucking vaginas all day. It's just not for me. I have a passion for makeup, I have a passion for beauty, and there is nothing beautiful about a vagina, okay? It's just, it's not pretty. It's ugly. Everybody in the world's vagina is ugly. Like, there's no pretty fucking vagina. Not one that I want to fucking look at anyway. I'm good. I saw things that I will never want to see again. I saw things that normal people never do see in their lives. I've seen piercings, I've seen shit on people's asses, which I've mentioned in another video. I've seen bushes that are 10 feet long, that's a lie, but like inches and inches, so much that I could not see someone's vagina, okay? That is not something I wanted to be doing for $8 an hour, plus tips, okay? And then you're depending on the customer to tip you, so fuck this job, right? I'm like over this fucking job already. I did just graduate from aesthetics, so I was like, it's good experience, like, I'll give it a try, at least I'll become good at doing Brazilians, and that's very helpful on a resume, whatever. So, you know, I did that for 7 months. This place was all women, all girls who work there, and that was fine. I have some very good friends that I still kept from there, but there were some girls that, you know, they like to talk shit about everyone. And like, you didn't know which ones to trust because they just go back to the boss and like talk shit to her. And like, after I quit, I kind of figured out who these people were, but whatever. So for the most part, I got along with my boss, but I noticed she was very high-strung. Like, she would have severe mood swings to the point where I wasn't sure if I should even talk to her that day because she wouldn't say hi to me. She would just be in a mood. And like, I get it. People, you know, they're in moods. It's fine, whatever. But it just got to a point where like, I'm just trying to do my job and it gets affected by people being in that mindset. So let's get down to why I quit. On top of all these things, I did not like waxing, but that was like half the reason I quit. The other half of the reason, which was the fucking straw that broke the camel's back, was this manager of mine. I went in one day. It takes me an hour to drive to this place from my house. I go in, we have to check the computer, see what room we're in. We all had our own room, which was nice. And then it said what room you were in, and you had to stay in your assigned room. So this particular day, I was in room 1. I go to walk into room 1, and I see one of my friends sitting there and my manager standing there looking very mad And so I took it as that they were having a conversation, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm just trying to figure out what room I'm in. Like, it's fine. Like, I don't care. You can have my room, but, like, I just need to know what room I'm in. And, like, tell me what fucking room I'm in. So, before my friend can be like, oh, you're in room blank, my fucking manager has the audacity to push the door so that it closes like this close to my motherfucking face. Like literally an inch and a half away from hitting me in the nose. This bitch slams the door and I'm standing there like, wait. You think that's fucking gonna fly with me to fucking slam a door in my fucking face? I'm a grown ass woman. I don't think so, bitch. So I go, are you fucking serious? I was like fucking heated because I was already kind of annoyed that I'm just trying to do my job, go into my own room, and there's 2 people in there. Like, just tell me what room I'm in. You don't need to slam a motherfucking door in my face. The last straw, because I'd already been making like no money because now it's fall, it's like winter, it's gonna be slow. So I'm like, what's the point of me coming in here, wasting $400 a month on gas and parking to fucking work for this bitch who's crazy? So I messaged her an email and I told her, I said, you know, I just think it's very unprofessional what you did earlier today. Like, you could have just told me you were having a conversation and that I needed to pick a different room. Like, you just slammed a door in my face and almost hit me in the face with the door. And so for that reason, among others, I am going to put in my 4 weeks notice today, because she wouldn't let us just do 2 weeks. She wouldn't let us do 2 weeks notice. She said because of the industry, they require 4 weeks. So I'm like, okay, I'll put in my 4 weeks. So I gave her a month advance. I was like, that was unprofessional, but I'm still gonna stay here for 4 weeks and I will work here so you guys aren't all screwed with the appointments that are booked for me. I knew she wasn't going to email me back because that's the kind of person she is. She won't be like, you need to come in and talk to me or anything. So the next day I go to work wearing my scrubs, all ready for work, and the front desk girl goes, oh, let's call her Helen. Helen wants to talk to you. So I'm like, okay. So I put my stuff down. I go into Helen's office and I'm like, hi. She's like, hi, I want to talk to you about the email you sent me. And I was like, yes, okay, like what about the fucking email? And she's like, well, what was that? I did not slam a door in your face. And I was like, yeah, you did, and like 3 other people saw you do that. So I don't really know what to say. I was like, I thought you were gonna apologize to me. I honestly thought that's what you were doing right now. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. I was like, you slammed a door in my face. I understand you were angry, but like, please do not take things out on me, who is just trying to do my job. Like, that was a little crazy. And like, I just don't think that would fly with anyone else who worked here. So I just wanted to bring it up that was unprofessional and I do not want to work here anymore. I'm kind of over it, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, well, I didn't slam a door in your face. Like, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. You are blah, 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 blah. She was just like going off about how she didn't do anything wrong, basically. And I'm like, I'm just tired. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of you just thinking you were perfect and not doing anything wrong. Like, you do shit wrong. Like, just own up to it. It's not a big deal. Like, she just like doesn't know when she does something wrong, you know? So she's like, well, like, are we gonna work this out or do you not want to work here anymore? She's like, you don't even want to work part-time? I'm like, no, like, I want to work 4 more weeks and then be done and leave on a professional note because that's what I'm trying to do here. I was like, I will leave like 4 weeks and give you those 4 weeks. And she's like, well, if you don't even want to work part-time after this, then you can just hand in your scrubs and leave. I was like, you want me to hand in my scrubs today after I just paid for parking and drove an hour into Boston? You want me to give you the scrubs off my body and leave? And I told her, I was like, makeup's my thing, like waxing is not my thing, and it's not all because of you. And so I thought we ended it on kind of like a civil note, even though she like wouldn't let me continue working because she was trying to like fire me for quitting, which doesn't really work because it's like I already wanted to leave. Like, what the fuck are you doing? So I'm like, okay, this lady is just trying to save her own pride. I don't really know. Like, she kind of fucked herself because I had 4 weeks out of appointments booked and they had to call all these people. So you know what she did? Instead of telling the front desk that she no longer wanted me to work here, after I put my notice in, she told everyone that I just left. That she tried to get me to stay, but I wouldn't. I was like, oh my god, when one of my friends told me that. I'm like laughing, like my heart like clenched when one of my friends told me that the front desk girls were pissed at me for fucking putting in my motherfucking notice because this woman decided to tell them I just left and she could not get me to stay. I'm like, I gave you the notice 4 fucking weeks in advance. Like, are you crazy? So this woman's clearly unstable. She's so fucking fake. Like, I can't deal with people like that. Like, you are fake. Like, you are full of shit. You're telling people lies about me. One of my friends told the other girls, she goes, no, she did give her notice because I sent my friend the email so that I would have proof of what I said, because I had a feeling this woman was going to pull some shit like this. So yeah, that was something. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait 2 weeks till I get my next check to make this video, because she's the kind of person that would hold on to it until I took this video down, which I'm not going to do because I didn't legally do anything wrong. That is the story of my crazy ass boss and why I quit my job. I think it's a pretty good freaking reason. I feel like anyone who got a door slammed in their face would be pissed, and anyone who had to wax vaginas all day equally would be pissed being treated like that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little rant video of mine. But if you guys have any video requests, please leave them down below, and I will see you next time.